You know, when people think about the fall of Rome, they always picture the same old scenes. The emperor poisoned in his palace, the legions scattered. But that's not how the real collapse began. The thing that rotted Rome from the inside wasn't war. It was money. Yeah, you heard that right. Rome was destroyed by the collapse of its own currency. Rome's money story. For centuries, the heartbeat of Rome was a silver coin called the denarius. Soldiers got paid with it. Merchants only accepted it. That coin wasn't just money. It was trust in metal form. To believe in Rome was to believe in its money. But as the empire grew, so did its expenses. Armies, wars, roads, until the treasury was empty. Raising taxes would have angered the people, so the emperors found another trick. They reduced the silver in the coin. In other words, they kept minting the same coins, but their value was hollow. Devaluation and chaos. In Augustus's time, the denarius was about 95% silver. By the reign of Gallienus, not even 5%. They were basically bronze discs with a thin layer of silver, fake value in shiny form. And people noticed. Prices exploded, inflation went wild, trade collapsed. Soldiers demanded higher pay, farmers abandoned their lands, merchants turned to barter. While the economy crumbled, emperors just kept minting more worthless coins. Then came the Dark Age, the crisis of the 3rd century. Wars, death, plagues. For half a century, Rome became a shadow of itself. The empire's desperation. One emperor, Diocletian, tried to fix it. In 301 AD, he passed a maximum price law. Basically, you can't sell above this price or you die. But it didn't work. When money loses value, no law can force prices to stay down. The result? A booming black market and a completely broken economy. The last attempt. Eventually, Constantine tried to save the system by creating a new coin, the solidus, pure gold, strong, stable. But it was too late. Rome's real power, the people's trust in its money, was already gone. The empire didn't fall from invasion. It collapsed from within. The modern echo. And here's the thing. This story never really ended. It was just getting started. Rome fell by diluting its currency. Germany made the same mistake in the 1920s, printing money into oblivion. Zimbabwe did too. And today, the world is walking the same path again. In 1971, the US dollar was cut off from gold. Since then, money has been backed only by one thing: government promises. It's not paper we trust anymore. It's words. And every time there's a crisis, the solution is always the same. Print more money, take on more debt. But history keeps repeating the same warning. When money loses its value, first prices rise, then trust disappears, and finally everything collapses. That's what happened in Rome. That's what happened in Weimar Germany. That's what happened in Zimbabwe. And remember this, no system lasts forever. Romans once said, "We can't fall," until one day, their coins were worth nothing in their hands. So keep this in mind. Inflation isn't a mistake, it's a policy. Real wealth isn't in paper, it's in production, land, skills, and in people. The greatest collapses in history always begin in the treasury. By the time the barbarians are at the gates, it's already too late, because the real destruction always starts from within, and it starts quietly.